We are joined by the Paine Art Center and Gardens, Kelly Marsachek, and she's going to tell us all about their latest exhibit, the Autobahn Birds of America. So Kelly, welcome and thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, and you're here to talk about a really cool exhibit over at the Paine. You always have something cool over there, but this one's really neat. It's called the Audubon's Birds of America. Maybe give us just a general overview of what that is.
Sure. This summer through October 16th, we have Audubon's Birds of America on view at the Paine. And this exhibition celebrates John James Audubon. We have his original first edition Havel prints, which is very rare to have. And it actually has been put together specifically by the Paine for the Paine. We worked with a guest curator in Milwaukee, expert on Audubon himself, David Wagner. And so we have this at the Paine in the main gallery and salon gallery, and it was designed specifically for those spaces.
Mm-hmm. And so something, like you said, that's very special about this exhibit is it's not going anywhere else. It's kind of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see this at the Paine.
That's right. And with them being the first edition original prints, they are very light sensitive. So they're not shown very much, and they don't get out much. So even the fact that it's just local to Oshkosh, it also, even among other areas, they're not shown all that often either.
Wow. So I bet a lot of people are coming from far and wide to see these.
That's
very
right,
cool.
yes.
And when is it on view until? What's the window that we have to see these?
We have until October 16th, so mid-October, and the Paine is open Tuesday through Sunday, closed on Mondays, and so you can come anytime and it'll be on view in that window.
Okay. Any specific pieces that you find particularly interesting for people to kind of keep an eye out for when they visit?
Sure. When you first come in, there is the Egret, and we have that showcased right outside the gallery, and it just shines there, and so that's kind of the showstopper right when you enter, and then you turn and you see all of the other ones as well. And
I think in addition to the prints, there's also some other like carvings and cool things to see as well?
Yes, upstairs in our Gothic gallery, we have a local artist from Green Bay. He is Gary Eigenberger, and he does sculptures of birds and does a really good job out of wood sculpting them and then also painting them, and they look very lifelike and real, but done very, very well. He's won numerous awards on his art.
Oh my gosh, and they look very fragile. They just showed a picture of it. I'm like, oh, I wouldn't want to get too close to it because I wouldn't want to knock it over or something. And this is called the Audubon's Birds of America. What exactly is the Audubon? I mean, for those of us who might not know.
Yes, that's a really good question. John James Audubon was kind of the leader in this type of work. He was actually born in Haiti, raised in France, but then came over to Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, and then kind of beyond working through the U.S. And his goal was to document all of the birds in America, and not only to paint them but to study them as well. He would go out in nature and fill notebooks with pages of just what he saw while he studied the birds. And
cool.
So one of his big things with creating these works of art was to be published in what he called the Birds of America, is a series that's very well known to him because he documented all the birds in America. Mm-hmm. And one thing with that is he wanted it to be lifelike. When he would look at his father's library through the books and all of that, one thing that really stood out to him was that they're not realistic looking or done well.
Like cartoony or
something. And it just didn't show the birds how he thought they should be shown, kind of in their natural habitats, and portraying what they do in their natural habitats and things like that. So he wanted it to be lifelike but also life-size. So what you see when you come to the Paine are these works that are on what they call double elephant folios, and they're very large pieces of paper, the largest that were available for printing at that time. And so just very large books these were, because they had to be life-size. And so
gosh. That's really interesting that they're life-size.
Yes, and so that's kind of why he forged the way, and why he's known when you think of birds, is because of what he did, and even just looking at what he had studied of the birds, all the things he noted and stuff are in other publications. Are very interesting, and he really paved the way for that.
Wow. Well, thank you for the history, because you always think about Autobahn, you never really know what it meant. So it's really neat to hear that history behind it.
Yes, he was the one who paved the way.
Yes. And so this, like you said, is available through mid-October, so definitely get a chance to come out there. And what's cool about the Paine, I think, for the exhibits is you're not only getting to come and see this really cool exhibit, but the Paine itself is just a beautiful place. What are the hours that people are able to come visit, and days of the week that you guys are open?
Yep, Tuesday through Sunday, we're open 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. We also, I should note, we have a couple of upcoming public lectures that coincide and complement the Audubon exhibition. And so on Tuesday, September 13th at noon, we will have a leading expert, Joel Oppenheimer, come from Chicago, and he will be talking about Audubon and his life, but also collecting Audubon and the things you look for in that, what makes it stand out from other Audubon prints and that sort of thing. So he is really well regarded in that. And then also on October 8th, that's a Saturday, we will have David Wagner, another leading expert in Audubon and other wildlife. And he will be then there talking about Audubon's life and all of that as well on Saturday.
A lot of really cool, fascinating things that you can see with this exhibit. We only have about a minute left. Really quickly, there is one other event, the Evening with the Symphony. It's just a great opportunity to not only see this exhibit, but to enjoy some great music from the Oshkosh Symphony, I believe.
Yes.
Tell us when that date is and how
it
we
will
can
be
get tickets.
on Thursday, September 8th, and we do ask for reservations, which can be found on our website. And the evening starts at 5:30 p.m. It will have hors d'oeuvres, a reception in the courtyard. You can go to the Audubon exhibition, take a look at that, and then they will be performing in our conservatory. A quartet will be, and just works that they think complement the exhibition. So it's always, we've done this for a few years now, and it's always a great event to go to.
Wonderful. Just another great opportunity to come out and enjoy the Paine. So for more information about the Paine, about either of these events or the exhibits, where can we go?
You can go to thepaine.org, our website, or you can follow us on our Facebook page.
Yes, you are always posting really cool photos on your Facebook page as well. So, well, wonderful. Kelly, thank you so much for coming and telling us all about this latest exhibit. I can't wait to get out there and check it out.
Great. Thanks for having me.
Oshkosh Today was supported in part by the Friends of OCM. And Aurora Healthcare, 855 Northwest Haven Drive. Set design provided by House of Flowers, 1920 Algoma Boulevard. Oshkosh Today.